Have you ever wondered about the enigma that is Cain's wife? Who was she, and where did she come from? This question is a mystery that has puzzled biblical scholars for centuries, a riddle wrapped in the pages of the ancient scriptures. Our journey begins in Genesis 4:17, where Cain, the firstborn son of Adam and Eve, is said to have taken a wife and fathered a son, Enoch. But the text leaves us with an enigma. If Adam and Eve were the first humans, and their only named children at this point were Cain and Abel, then who, we must ask, did Cain marry? Various theories have been proposed over the centuries to answer this question. Some suggest that Cain's wife was one of Adam and Eve's unnamed daughters, as Genesis 5:4 tells us that Adam and Eve had other sons and daughters. This theory, while it raises questions of its own, would solve the mystery from a purely logistical perspective. However, others propose a different theory, suggesting that Cain's wife was not a daughter of Adam and Eve, but a creation of God separate from the first human family. This theory posits that God could have created other humans aside from Adam and Eve, a possibility not explicitly ruled out by the biblical text. Yet another theory suggests that Cain's wife may have been a descendant of a pre-Adamic race. This theory, while less traditional, provides a fascinating alternative perspective on the origins of humanity according to the Bible. As we delve deeper into the lineage and descendants of Cain, remember that the aim is not to provide definitive answers, but to provoke thought and inspire a deeper understanding of biblical narratives. The mystery of Cain's wife invites us to engage with the text, to question and to seek understanding. As we explore this and other mysteries of the Bible, we embark on a journey of discovery, a quest for knowledge and insight that will deepen our appreciation of these ancient and sacred texts. Cain, the firstborn of Adam and Eve, carried a mark of God's protection after committing the first murder in human history. This mark, a symbol of divine justice and mercy, also served as a sign of Cain's lineage, a lineage that would give rise to some of the earliest pioneers of human civilization. One of the most prominent figures in Cain's lineage was his son, Enoch, after whom Cain named the first city ever built. Enoch was the father of Irad, who in turn fathered Mehujael. Mehujael, a third-generation descendant of Cain, was the father of Methushael, who then became the father of Lamech. Lamech, a figure of great importance, was known for his two wives and his violent nature, reflected in his vengeful declaration in Genesis 4:23-24. Yet, it was through Lamech that the contributions of Cain's lineage to human civilization truly shone. From Lamech sprang three sons, each contributing to the early advancement of human society. Jabal, the first son, was the father of those who dwell in tents and have livestock, marking the advent of nomadic pastoralism. His brother Jubal, on the other hand, was the progenitor of all those who play the lyre and pipe, signifying the birth of music and arts. Meanwhile, Tubal-Cain, the third son, was an instructor of every craftsman in bronze and iron, indicating the dawn of metallurgy. The lineage of Cain, thus, was not merely a lineage of sin and curse, but also a lineage of progress and innovation. These descendants of Cain, despite their notorious ancestor, were architects of early human civilization, pioneers in their fields, shaping the world in ways that still resonate with us today. And so we see through the lineage of Cain that even from the darkest moments of human history, greatness can emerge. Despite their notorious ancestor, Cain's descendants made significant contributions to the early human civilization. Cain's lineage, although marred by the original sin, left a legacy that's worth exploring. Delving into the annals of biblical history, we discover a lineage that, despite its origins in a fratricidal act, has left an indelible impact on the biblical narrative. The firstborn of Adam and Eve, Cain, was marked by God for the murder of his brother Abel, yet he was also the progenitor of a line of descendants who played pivotal roles in human history. Scholars like Dr. Richard Hess suggest that Cain's lineage may have been the first to establish cities, implying a contribution to the development of civil society. As we navigate the winding paths of Cain's descendants, we encounter figures like Enoch, the first city's founder, and the artificer Tubal-Cain, who introduced metallurgy into human society. These individuals, though born of a line marked by sin, brought about advancements that have shaped human civilization. Moreover, the legacy of Cain's lineage is not confined to material achievements. Biblical scholars like Professor John J. Collins highlight the moral lessons embedded in their stories. The tale of Lamech, a seventh-generation descendant of Cain, serves as a stark reminder of the cyclical nature of violence and the need for divine intervention to break this cycle. Yet, amid the tales of transgression and retribution, there is an undercurrent of redemption. The story of Cain and his descendants, according to theologian Alistair McGrath, underscores the possibility of good even amid sin and punishment. The narrative invites us to reflect on our capacity for moral transformation and the divine grace that makes this transformation possible. In this context, the legacy of Cain's lineage extends beyond the pages of the Bible. It resonates with our quest for understanding the human condition, our yearning for redemption, and our struggle to reconcile our flawed nature with our capacity for good. Cain's lineage tells a tale of redemption and the possibility of good even amid sin and punishment. This legacy, born of the first sin, offers a profound testament to the enduring power of divine grace and human resilience. The narrative of Cain's lineage concludes with a catastrophic event that reshaped the world. An event so cataclysmic that it wiped out nearly all of humanity, sparing only a handful. We're talking about the Great Flood, as described in Genesis 7. The scriptures tell us that God, dismayed by the wickedness of man, decided to cleanse the earth, sparing only Noah, his family, and a selection of animals. This event raises a compelling question concerning the destiny of Cain's descendants. Did any of them survive the deluge? Interestingly, the Bible does not provide a direct answer. However, it does give us hints that could help us form hypotheses. Genesis 7:23 states, "Every living thing on the face of the earth was wiped out. People and animals and the creatures that move along the ground and the birds were wiped from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark." This verse seems to suggest that none of Cain's descendants would have survived the flood. However, the debate is far from settled among biblical scholars. Some argue that the term "every living thing" could be interpreted differently, allowing for some of Cain's lineage to survive. Others, however, firmly believe that the flood ended Cain's lineage, pointing to the genealogical accounts in Genesis 5 and 10, which trace humanity's lineage from Noah's sons. Despite the ambiguity, one thing is clear: whether or not any of Cain's descendants survived, his influence did. The legacy of Cain, one of the Bible's most complex characters, is felt throughout biblical history. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of envy and violence, but also as a testament to God's mercy and justice. The tale of Cain's lineage ends with the Great Flood, but its influence echoes throughout biblical history. The story of Cain and his descendants continues to resonate, reminding us of the power of choices and the enduring grace of divine providence. Cain's story, from his notorious beginning to the end of his lineage, offers us valuable insights. This narrative has taken us through a journey of intrigue, mystery, and profound reflection. We've delved into the enigma of Cain's wife, explored the lineage of Cain, and traced its legacy to its eventual end. Cain's story stands as a testament to the complexities of human nature and the profound effects of our actions on our descendants. His life, marked by the first recorded act of fratricide, set a course for a lineage that, while impressive in its achievements, was ultimately wiped out in the Great Flood. We are reminded of the dire consequences of jealousy and anger, illustrated by Cain's actions against his brother Abel. The repercussions of these actions reverberated throughout his lineage, a stark reminder of the lasting impact of our deeds. On the other hand, the mystery surrounding Cain's wife underscores the limitations of our knowledge, reminding us that there are aspects of the biblical narratives that remain shrouded in mystery. It encourages us to engage with these texts with an open mind, ready to explore and question. The lineage of Cain, filled with individuals who were pioneers in their respective fields, tells us that even in the midst of judgment, there can be innovation and progress. This is a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, constantly pushing boundaries and breaking new ground, even in the face of adversity. Lastly, the end of Cain's lineage in the Great Flood serves as a reminder of divine judgment and the need for repentance. But it also points to the hope of new beginnings, as humanity was given a second chance. In exploring the mystery of Cain's wife and his descendants, we gain not only a deeper understanding of biblical narratives, but also insights into the human condition and God's redemptive plan for humanity. Cain's story, in all its facets, serves as a mirror through which we can examine our own lives, drawing lessons from the past to inform our present and shape our future.